What's going on, folks? Let's get back at it. Quest for Glory 4. Here we go. Oops. Alright, let's...
The bush won't budge. It's almost as if it were welded to the spot by magic.
Magic, huh? I mean, I know I can use magic to make it go away, but how do I do it as a fighter?
The bush won't budge.
Maybe I'll come back to it at some point. Okay, and I need to bring up my map again, of course. Okay, now I'm ready to go. I got this. Wait, over here is what? Oh, bunny. Come on now, come on now. There we go. Super easy, especially since I did nothing. Here we go.
Colorful wagons surround the fire pit in this authentic Moldavian gypsy camp. You've heard that gypsies like to keep to themselves, but surely they won't mind just one visitor. You sense a feeling of wariness from around you. You are clearly not welcome here.
Go away! We allow no strangers in our camp. Leave immediately!
You greet the man.
Leave. You are not welcome.
You introduce yourself.
We care not who you are. Just leave.
You say goodbye. The young man just glares at you.
Okay. What are we at now, anyway? Day 3, okay. I believe something happens on day 4, so it's almost nighttime, too, so I'm going to...
Hello.
Goodbye.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bush is here. In the ride with disappear.
That's how I tell it to go away. I just,
You take a wild guess. It's Dr. Cranium.
Of a once proud race, you're what remains? Where were you when they passed out brains?
Okay, so I need to say disappear, I believe. This is that room. I need to go down here. Down one more. Right. Down. Down.
You provide the area foliage with a long-winded introduction and description of your past exploits. You'd almost swear you heard the trees yawn, but it must just be the wind in the bushes. as you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi. The bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right. It is magic.
Definitely a time to save. Yes.
Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets of the skulls glow with deadly energy. Even the hut looks hungry.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course?
I bet she has one of the rituals.
Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So what do you want? Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad. She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever. Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always. Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin.
I don't believe you.
You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in. My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
Okay, so I just go right up to the hut, right?
I wouldn't do that if I was you, but I'm not. Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy.
Well, I lost a bunch of health there, right? Just a little bit. Okay, I thought it would instantly kill me, I forgot. But okay.
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
So I need to somehow deactivate those laser skulls. I do remember how. And I will be doing that at some point.
After some rest. After some rest.
After some rest, you feel better.
After some rest.
Day 3. Okay, so Irana, is this Irana's garden? Yes. I want to go to over here. And if it is nighttime enough, I'm going to go south here. It is not enough nighttime.
After some rest.
There we go.
You feel a chill.
Yes. Fight him! Fight him! Fight him and win! Fight him and win! Hurry! Hurry! My health is getting low! Health is getting low! Not quite strong enough. I need to do some major
There's
exercising.
something strange about this book.
Oh yeah, the bush. Going to do this. to rest here.
After some...
Now, that the one I just died at was on the map is referred to as the Master Wraith, which means the one I need to get the biggest prize from, basically. So, but this one right here should be a little bit weaker.
You feel it?
Oh yeah, health is not going down nearly as fast. Yep.
The wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you.
Mm-hmm.
You find a dagger,
38
38
crowns.
gold crowns, 75 kopecks, and a few old bones.
38.75. How much money do I have now? $92. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3 wraiths I've killed. One to the right, and this should be the last of the regular wraiths.
You feel it?
Go, 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 go. Maybe I should have rested. Shows jewel-studded tiara. Wow. Well, that ain't bad. Alright, here we go. Oh, look.
Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way? I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Okay. Yes, I did need to do that, by the way. And it's nighttime. Anything else I need to do at night?
After some...
I'm gonna go to the town. I think there might be something to do right outside town. Yes.
You have the sensation of someone watching you. You sense curiosity and no immediate danger.
It is good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your visit to Mordavia.
Yes, it's
You
lovely.
need to take better care of yourself, you know? It is very dangerous out at night. Why, you've been injured. Here, take this and drink it. It should help.
Thank you.
I would be most displeased. I mean, sorry, if something were to happen to you. Come to me. I have something to show you.
Oh. All right.
I warned you it is dangerous here at night and you do not listen. I intend to teach you a lesson.
A strange feeling sweeps your body. You realize that you now know the frostbite spell.
Perhaps that will help keep you alive when I am not with you.
Well, thank you.
I bid you welcome to Mordavia. I hope you are enjoying your stay here. There. Now you have had an official welcome from your own official welcome woman.
You tell her your name and a little about your adventures.
How fascinating. I have never met a true hero before. You must tell me more sometime.
You try out a few of your best lines on her.
You flatter me. It is nice to have someone as handsome and attractive as you say such things to me.
That was a lot.
You may call me Katrina. And what shall I call you? The forest is a very dangerous place. Many monsters walk here, especially at night. Please, please be careful. Magic is very useful for survival in Mordavia. Use it wisely and carefully. I must go now.
What?
I hope we can meet again soon. I enjoy your company.
Well,
Before you can think to follow her, the young peasant girl has disappeared into the forest. After some
it would be kind of nice if there was a sort of a clock sort of thing on the on-screen HUD here, instead of having to go to a different menu for it. There, one more, then left.
You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a...
Hello, what can I do for you today? Besides drowning you in the water. So, you certainly have had a time of it here. Being a...
Can I have your hair already?
That didn't do anything useful.
Do I need to give you more flowers?
Thank you.
Nothing new. Maybe I need to be have a certain number of paladin points.
You lean forward.
No.
You decide that...
Okay, well, that's that. I've defeated all the wraiths. Now,
You're getting some good practice in climbing. You'll need to keep practicing before you'll be able to make it over this wall. It was built to keep monsters out of the town. You get... You...
eventually I'll be able to do it.
You get... You get... You get... You're getting... You're getting...
How much do I need? I have 95 climbing, that's it?
You're getting... You...
Maybe 100 climbing is enough?
You're getting some... You're getting... You're getting... You get...
Alright, how about Force Gate?
You attempt to force the gate. You can't open... You're getting...
Knock on
You
gate.
knock on the gate. You get... You get...
I need to practice climbing. How about levitate? I have levitate, right? Yep. That
A
works.
shiver of cold comes.
Oh,
There is one for whom I weep. She lies in her watery grave, her heart broken by a lover untrue. Speak with the gypsies on how to free her spirit. Free the Rusalka and heal her sorrow.
okay. Speak with the gypsies to free the Rizalka. Got it.
The stone cup. A sense of great.
Not sure if I exercised today or not.
Your legs are too. That was good climb. You're getting. That was good.
Good climbing practice. Okay.
Any more weight?
How about now? 114, 320 strength. Need a little bit more health to defeat that Master Wraith. But for now, I will knock on the door, go to sleep.
After the door is. You knock after.
Okay, can I levitate up to my room? Yeah, good.
You awaken as. There is no. You eat your.
Ah. I. Besides the ones that come in here in the.
Okay. Burgomaster,
Still you remain.
it's a wonder you have managed to live so long.
What is...
Are you saying anything new in
What are
here?
you-
A magnificent shield, flanked by two great axes, is the office's sole decoration.
Why? Today, however, I do not really... I have been hearing...
Okay.
Try to avoid...
I thought there was an event that happens on day 4. But nope.
Ego. He. There's only a certain amount. That was.
Vitality went up.
Yes, well, Honor has been gone for a long time.
You
If
Anything new in here? That's the same tone from Close Encounters. Mm-hmm.
You think?
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. But if we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirium Desert. Of course,
I'll help.
there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
You say
You are always
you relate?
Now you are talking science. The element... You say this Ardavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure there are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle.
Rehydration.
Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the Animal Ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form.
Okay, how do I do it?
Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here.
What are we doing here? Oh.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Ah, you need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Yes, I certainly can. Flagneets. Air, pizza, fire, air, pizza. Air, pizza, fire, air, pizza.
Yes, that
Yes.
sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
Okay. Do I have some now? I do have Goo. Here we go.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
Thank you.
You say good.
Be sure. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery. Instant water.
And I know just what to do with this. pretty sure anyway.
Right place.
I'd click this on the door, right?
You push the Dark One's...
Yes.
It doesn't...
Rehydration solution. Yes, yes.
Very wet, B.I. Very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive. Happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here. Dangerous berry it is. Feed the guard or destroy it to find the secret passage down.
You retrieve...
Okay. Now that's done. I'm not sure if I've talked to her last or him.
You tell Olga that Boris says she complains about him all the time.
Well, if he'd ever been here to get his work done instead of spending all his time carousing at the inn, I wouldn't have had to complain. And you can tell him I said so, huh?
Okay.
Listen, you make sure, and you tell that good-for-nothing how much I resented having to sit here doing his work for him while he was off carousing with those other fools. You take care. Yeah, good night, and don't let the bedbugs bite.
All right. Maybe it's day 5. Okay, well, I guess I can go back to the castle at the moment.
A fine autumn day to be walking.
Tell him that Olga thinks he was too lazy.
Lazy? What was there to do in a shop with no customers? Once the swamp cut off trade here, we had nothing to sell. I had nothing to do there, so just because I would sit at the inn and talk with the other men, she thought I was lazy. All she ever did was sit around and give me orders when I was in the shop. What was the point of dusting if no one came in the shop to notice the dust?
It's got a good point.
I came here to get away from a constant nagging. According to her, I could do nothing right. Here, there is peace and quiet. Farewell.
Okay, so I can't do the Baba Yaga thing yet because I need to wait at night at least. Master Wraith I can eventually do, but not quite yet, maybe. Lashee, I can't do... Rizalka I can't do because I need to talk to the gypsies first. I can't do the gypsies until I do another thing. I can't do that thing until something else happens. And... so the only thing I haven't done yet is deal with the graveyard, but I thought I shouldn't do it yet because of the thing that I'm waiting to happen. Still early on day 4. Maybe I'll just go do the graveyard thing.
The majestic mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestones and crypts of the cemetery. It is deathly silent beyond the door. You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door. Above the door is an intricate crest with the single word Borgov above it.
Borgov.
You apply your shoulder to the crypt door with a mighty heave. It won't budge. That's one heavy door. The door is securely...
Do I not have a key? Ah. I don't have a key yet. Oh. Oh, okay.
Great Scott, that rotting corpse sure gave you a fright. Fortunately, it was just a dead body, not some sort of horrible undead creature. Those only come out at night.
Good. Okay, so I'm really waiting for this event to happen before I can really do anything.
After some...
Can I exercise yet?
There's only a certain amount...
Okay. Alright then, I'm going to wait till evening.
After some... After some... After some... After some... After some...
After some
rest...
After some...
rest...
Okay.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town. Why are you saying that? Why are you trying to hurt me? I'm lost and... I don't understand what's going on. I am looking for berries. The wild blackberries should be ripe now. I want to surprise my husband with a pie. It's getting dark now, and I need to get home. I live in town. Please don't talk so. It's bad luck to speak of it.
The ghost...
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home? No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost. My name was Anna. I can remember things now, but everything is like a faded dream. It seems I can remember my house now.
Nikolai.
I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai. Goodbye and farewell.
The ghost.
Alright, so that is Anna. Now... Oh, something's happening, something's happening. Oh, batters. Let's try this again. Hurry, 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 fight, fight, fight! Not enough.
You feel it.
I wonder if I can throw some magic at the mound.
You feel a chip.
Okay. Not strong enough.
You feel it. Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
After some.
Okay, so I did Anna.
There's some. No one.
I remember now. I was walking home. I'm dead, aren't I?
Yes. You are.
I cannot leave this spot. Nor would I leave until I have my Nikolai beside me again. If you see him, please tell him I love him. Nikolai is my true love. Farewell.
Alright, I'll go tell Nikolai. Oh. Batters.
You knock on the. You're getting... You...
Come on. It's a quicker way to skill up my climbing, I guess.
You're getting some good practice. You're getting...
148's not enough.
You come. You're getting...
All right.
A shiver of...
There is one. She lies. Speak with it. Free the...
Yes, I will, I will. Wait, is this... Yes, nighttime at day 4. Okay, that's right.
You hear me? Up.
Oh, look, there he is.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. Well, why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or
That's the
maybe
guest I've
just
been waiting
sit.
for up there in the other room up there.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "Do you know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business? Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster. Thank you, thank you. Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together.
Okay.
Hey, my last tour was a great... I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold.
Okay.
He do.
Hey, what am I, shredded wheat? So how...
I am.
You...
Okay, well.
Unlocked.
Alright. So now will I get to have the
In your
event?
sleep,
Ah.
you seem to hear voices. Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Mordavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate, as you well know. I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. A
Really?
voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see ya. Nice of you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
Yes, I realize that.
Nice to see...
Nope.
You tell about some of your...
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Yes.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic, so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak. Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. Pun... What's the matter?
Curse. Baba Yaga.
She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be told. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
I'll take care of that for you.
What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before, or you, for that matter.
The chicken seems to be made out of rubber. What's rubber, you ask? You also consider how it would taste cooked in garlic. The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Well, you'll have to keep her now. You obviously rub her the right way. Rub her, get it?
That one was good.
Nice to see a friendly face. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
It's sausages. The
Ah, here we go.
Look, he is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up.
Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
Yeah, except when he's with that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Why else would that gypsy be so darn close to town? He got a taste for meat.
It was a full moon outside last night, I'm telling ya.
Yeah, somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
But we...
Later, go home.
Okay.
You say,
Ah, the stranger.
Will you stop saying that?
but we already have Igor's murder.
We have a gypsy.
But you know that all gypsies are werewolves.
I do not know that, and neither do any of you. If you would stop listening to old wives' tales and start thinking, you'd realize only that the gravedigger is missing, and all else is in your imaginations.
Hold it, Slick. Don't you know?
Yeah, when he's sunbathing at night, you know? It's the full moon that does it.
Listen, the werewolf eats children, which don't make him all bad.
Igor was not a...
Hey, Yuri's daughter was eaten by one, huh?
No one knows what happened to Tanya. You cannot say she was eaten.
What else could have happened? I mean, we have the werewolf that did...
It'll break out of your little trick-or-treat jail and eat us all.
Hans, not one word about Tanya eaten by a werewolf will you make to Yuri. He and Bella have been hurt too deeply. As you are a man, do not open the wounds again.
Well, I'll tell you what, you suit yourself, pal. But at least they can be avenged now upon the werewolf! The gravedigger's missing!
I mean, we looked everywhere.
We even tried to talk to that quack Dr. Cranium.
That ridiculous doorbell!
At first, we thought he might be lost.
Then we found the gypsy.
The gypsy did it! He toasted Igor!
Yeah, and then he ate him. Check...
Poor Igor.
I'm telling...
Yeah,
Gypsy.
I think we're fixing to...
A gypsy was found right outside the town gates. We brought him here for questioning.
Why don't you have a...
yeah, little Igor was somebody's Big Mac.
That werewolf is a danger to us all.
Do you think I would endanger the town by allowing him to escape? The gypsy is securely locked up. He will not get away. Werewolves are mere peasant tales.
You wanna see a peasant tale?
Yeah, I saw the movie. They turn into wolves by the full moon.
They are harmed only by silver in wolf form.
They're allergic to wolves, but...
There's a poem about it, okay?
And says his prayers by night.
Enough! Enough! may become a wolf.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Or so
A lot of
the
dialogue.
charming.
It is not perfect.
And we...
Let's
Go.
to me.
No.
Okay.
The gravedigger is missing, and the gypsy just happened to be near the front gate when we were searching for Igor. He is suspected of being a werewolf and of having eaten Igor. It will take more than talk to set the gypsy free. You can talk to the gypsy yourself. Sometimes I think just because some... Igor is missing, and the town... I am not so sure myself.
Okay.
The gypsy looks at you with disdain. The gypsy spits in your general direction. The gypsy glares. You tell the gypsy that you will do whatever you can to help prove his innocence and see his release. The gypsy doesn't seem to believe you.
Well then, go do something instead of standing around talking with everyone.
Okay. Sorry.
It is possible that the gravedigger is... Calm... Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Come on. What the hell? There we go.
Yeah.
Tell about Anna.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
Okay. Time to work out.
This is a
Little too
You pick up-
easy.
Your legs are too stiff.
There we go, there we go, there we go. More strength means more damage to the Master Wraith. More vitality and health means longer until I die. Combining increases of all those will help me. Just double checking something quick.
You put...
Okay. With the automatic save and
retrieve the...
just making sure that I did that already with this save.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Have you heard?
You tell Olga that Boris didn't like being ordered around all the time.
Ah, I wouldn't wouldn't have had to order him around if he would only have done his work. I just wanted the shop to be neat and clean in case anyone came in. How does he expect me to do? This was his family's business after all. It's not easy getting all the work. And
All right. I'll go talk to Boris quick.
Good day and well.
Tell Boris that Olga is having trouble running the shop without him.
There is much to do to keep the shop straightened up. My family always worked together to keep it going before. If only Olga wouldn't nag me all the time. She and I used to enjoy running the shop when we actually had things to sell. What is the point of even running a shop when there is no business? Work, work, work. That was all. I got so tired of being nagged.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. So next time I'm outside at night, I need to go deal with Anna again. But in the meantime,
After some you hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below.
perhaps.
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave!
Okay, that's done. That's the thing I was waiting for.
The gypsy is gone. Welcome back. I suppose you've heard... The gypsy is no longer my prisoner. Good riddance. I would not have enjoyed burning him at the stake. I'm just glad this whole thing is over. I hope this is the last of people disappearing mysteriously around here. The townspeople are foolish sometimes. They want easy answers instead of difficult solutions. Farewell. Farewell. And thank you for helping, Igor. I did not believe the gypsy was guilty, and I did not want to burn him at the stake.
More missing people. Now old Nikolai is gone. What is this town coming to?
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open.
No business. Huh. You just tell that man about my... If... As my...
Okay.
Igor, very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now.
Thank you.
Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger. Igor give crypt key to you.
Good.
Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it.
Funnier than the
Igor
gnome.
carve headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. A little graveyard humor there. Staff been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town. Oh, people say Dr. Mad. Oh, people not like gypsies.
The jeep. Fair.
Okay. Now I can kind of rush through some things here. Irana's Gardens to the left. This one here. Leshy.
You say hello.
One and two. Magic
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba Baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun. Guessing answers without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
Okay. Okay, let me go back and do this quick. Uh-oh.
There's something...
Here we go. Now, this is what I need the chicken for.
You grab...
Right?
There's something...
Did I lose the chicken? I lost the chicken. What the heck? Whatever.
You try to fetch. You try to fetch. That's not a... That hurt. You... That...
So did I just ruin it?
There's some...
All right. Obviously, I need to use the chicken.
You grab.
Okay. Use chicken.
That's not a great idea. The bush would start with the hand you offer it, then eat the rest of you as well.
Okay, do I throw rocks at the bush?
You've
Yes. Okay, that's it.
You strip the berries from the loose branch and carefully store them in a pocket in your backpack.
Okay, there we go. Berries.
You have a strong warning sensation. It is definitely dangerous to be here right now. You tell the wolves to stay calm. They don't. The response. The wolf.
Okay. Guess I can't do that yet. So I will rest till
After.
nighttime.
After.
Till fully nighttime.
After some.
Okay. Maybe I have to go back at night.
You have a strong. You.
Okay, maybe not. So in the meantime, I will go to Leshy is not out during the nighttime. Here.
Anna, I found you. Anna!
Nikolai, I have been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never.
Yay!
I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai, this time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Oh, oh,
You know what? You know.
haven't seen one of these yet. Aggressive, go.
You find some copper kopecks.
Okay.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask.
We waited so that...
You have saved our...
You may of course take my hat. I have no further use for it. There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually... My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive. I do not think anyone...
I shall never again be lost and alone. Being a ghost is not bad when you have someone you love with you. I have been lost so long. Perhaps...
She married Boris Stovich.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town. I have been... Perhaps...
Okay.
Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell.
The ghostly...
Alright, that is it for that. Now, if I can get back to town at night, maybe I can...
You get...
Climb, climb, climb. I really don't know why else I would need climbing, other than to get into town, but... Okay, levitate.
A shiver.
There is she loves free.
Yes, yes, yes.
The Bergam. The general. You hear up. They all turned.
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10.
Right.
You know our little town?
Oh yeah.
Except...
Ooh,
Yeah, very strict.
Yeah, hardly anything.
but...
Yeah, he's...
Yeah,
Alright, that's too much. Let's go.
You unlock. After some rest. After some rest. After some... You're getting...
Aha!
You have the feeling you are being watched.
You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero. Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so? In where I am living. In Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad. Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic. Too much we speak, too much I talk. Sometime else we speak, sometime else I talk. Domovoy am I, Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch, protect the inn do I. By big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger are, maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do, speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do. Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring. Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help. Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things. Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
Okay.
After some rest,
Am I strong enough for the Wraith now? I'm not sure. Probably not.
you unlock the... The Domovoy appears in the room beside you.
You help okay. Domovoy much wetter now. Maybe help you okay I will. You fine hero. You okay.
No one's... You see that the...
Oh, you did good. Domovoy very happy not to be in very bad place. Domovoy very happy not to be dried up. Oh, bad place Domovoy all better now. Bad place Domovoy now live in Burgomeister's place. Maybe good luck to Burgomeister. You help me, then I help you. You want be big hero? You want make many people happy? You want make friends and influence people? First, to be plenty good hero, need to be very, very powerful. If not very skilled, you die. If not very smart, you die. Oh, no more hero. Bad, you first. Domovoy. Tanya, sweet, sweet child. Tanya like everyone. Then Bela have dream. Dream Tanya taken away. Bela very scared. Not let Tanya play outside.
not let Tanya have friends. Tanya gets scared of dark. Tanya many times alone at back of inn in dark. One day, monster come. Big monster. The friendly monster. He visit Tanya's window. He talk to Tanya. Tanya not afraid of dark. Tanya now have monster friend. One night, Tanya very unhappy. So monster take Tanya away. Monster want to make Tanya happy. Now Tanya gone. Tanya gone to castle. No one see Tanya leave. No one see Tanya go. No one but Domovoy. Domovoy tried to stop Tanya, but too late. Tanya already outside with monster. No tell Bela, no tell Yuri. Very bad thing. Tanya need hero. Not dead parents. Only brave, powerful hero save Tanya.
I got it. I can handle it.
One night, Tanya get beautiful doll. Tanya not have doll before. Tanya love doll very much. Bela very scared. Where doll come from? Yuri very scared. Who gave doll to Tanya? Take doll away. Make Tanya very sad. Bela hide doll in cabinet. You take doll. Tanya love doll. Maybe you help Tanya, No talk Bela. No show Bela doll. Make Bela very scared. Make Bela very unhappy. You take doll. You take doll to Tanya someday, Someday you very powerful hero. You take doll to Tanya.
Okay, got the doll.
Take doll. Oh.
You unlock it.
Okay. Oh, what's this?
You awaken as the sun begins. The note reads, "Please meet me tonight outside the town gates. I will be waiting." It's signed, your friend Katrina.
Okay.
It's sausage.
Besides the ones that come in here in the... The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems it was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
Okay, that's good.
There's only a certain amount.
Strength, vitality, health. Good, good.
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead.
Well, you're right about that.
You tell about Anna's ghost and Nikolai.
So that is why he was excited about Anna. He has gone to her, I guess. Maybe they will be together again. It's nice to believe so.
You tell him...
So that... I will miss Nikolai. He was a good man. I've been looking after him for so many years. It will take some getting used to not having Nikolai around. Nikolai has not been seen in some time. He seemed... Take care.
Alright, so tonight I need to make sure that I go talk to Katrina at the gate. I will go talk to Boris.
When
You tell Boris about Olga...
how I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her.
Well,
may your journey...
alright, so going to the gypsy camp. Maybe Baba Yaga too, since I can now. Oh, uh-oh. Did...
The bush... As you repeat...
Okay.
Every sense tingles with the feeling of...
So, have you got an excuse for being here? You know, if you keep going on doing all that hero, you know, black and blue and death...
Okay. I wasn't the one clicking that one. How would you like this?
Not bad, not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character. Makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, all right, you guys. This guy is okay by me. You can let him through.
The nearest skull is fixed in a perpetually sour expression. One eye socket is empty, the other filled with a brilliant gem, like the flare of the frost flame. You're sure you've seen this skull and that gem somewhere...
Alright folks, I'm gonna go see Baba Yaga again. But I will do so in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you next time.